Today, approximately 830 women will die from preventable causes related to pregnancy and childbirth. 99% of these deaths will occur in developing countries. In 2014, studies found that 1 out of 4 people in developing countries were unable to read a single sentence. These facts are not unrelated. Did you know that maternal death in developing countries could be drastically reduced by giving women a primary education? It is proven that educated women are less likely to die in childbirth. However, it isn't only these women who would benefit from this education. It is their children as well. In 2013, it was estimated that if every woman was given a secondary school education, just like the one I am receiving right now, her life and the life of her family would undergo a change for the better. If these women received a secondary education, child deaths would be halved, preserving the lives of 3 million children worldwide. With a secondary education, these women could take better care of themselves and their children. They would be 60% less likely to become pregnant under the age of 17. And their children, if they choose to have them, would be much healthier. Being born to a mother who had a secondary education could save 12 million children worldwide from stunting malnutrition. A child born to a literate mother is 50% more likely to survive past the age of 5. In addition, educated mothers are twice as likely to send their children to school. Staying in school has the potential to help thousands of children internationally. Staying in school can protect children from child marriages, violence, poverty, becoming a child laborer or soldier. I would not wish any of these things upon anyone, especially young children and people my own age. I cannot imagine what it would be like to experience these things. Here in Ireland, child marriages are uncommon, but today, 39,000 girls will marry too young. There is no difference between me and these girls, except that we were born on different parts of the globe. While I am delivering this speech, she is putting a ring on her finger, thereby putting a limit on her future. Recently in school, I'm being asked to think about my future. In a few weeks' time, I will be picking my leaving certificate subjects. This is a big decision for me and for my future. It's a big decision that so many girls in developing countries will never get the chance to make. In 2 years' time, I will be applying to college courses of my choosing. For me, going to college is more a certainty rather than a choice. Unfortunately, this is not a choice for the girls in the developing world. They do not choose if they become child brides. They do not choose if they get to go to college. Choice is not an option. Choice is not their reality. Giving children in developing countries an education is not asking too much. Whatever the cost of allowing these children a basic human right may be, it will not be wasted. It will benefit not only these children, but their families, communities, our society, and our future. Educating children is not only correct, but clever. If India enrolled 1% more girls in secondary school, their GDP would rise by $5.5 billion. Also, for every extra year a girl goes to school, her income goes up by 12%. Based on these figures, it is evident that permitting these girls to avail of their human rights would be of great benefit to the economy. The economy, however, is not all that will profit from education in developing countries. More educated people mean more people working on the pressing issues in our society, impending and ever-expanding issues such as global warming, natural disasters, mental health issues, and issues of general health. As these issues become more prominent, we need more people to step up and help deal with them. Is it not a good thing to have more scientists researching cures for fatal diseases? Is it not a good thing to have more mental health experts to help those with mental health conditions? Is it not a good thing to have more surgeons, more doctors, more innovators, and more teachers? Maya Angelou once wisely said, "If a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, isn't it also true a society is only as healthy as its sickest citizen, and only as wealthy as its most deprived? If we want to progress as a world, it will be impossible to do so until we are all granted our basic human rights. It is impossible for us to move forward if we leave so many behind." Gender equality is fundamental for every aspect of sustainable development. Boys and girls should be given equal opportunities to do what they love and believe in. The UN Convention on the Rights of the Child states that all children have the right to participation, to freely express opinions, and have a say in matters affecting their own lives. Children also have a right to develop, including the right to an education and the right to freedom of thought. This article also states that these rights must be available to all children without any discrimination. Discrimination is defined as the unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people, not just by gender, but because of race, age, religion, and background, amongst many other reasons. Discrimination is described as unjust. Regardless of our religion, gender, sexuality, or race, we are all human. We are all composed of skin, blood, and bones. We are all people with thoughts and feelings. We all have hearts and brains. And we all have the potential to change our world. Discrimination is the barrier preventing sustainable development. We will never reach our full potential until we break out of the choking hold of inequality and stop limiting others and ourselves. Thank you.